Hey guys, this is X and I used to make content on Instagram, but now I've switched over to YouTube. And the type of content I like to make are vlogs, talking videos, TV show commentary, and movie commentary. If you're new here, subscribe down below, and if you're not new here, welcome back to this channel. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the ups and downs of having a unique name. I actually have notes for this video, you guys. Not much notes, but we got notes. When was the last time we had notes for a video? Can we say congratulations in the comments down below, because we have notes for this video. But anyways, so today I thought this would be a really interesting video to make, considering the fact that I have a unique name. So speaking from someone who has a unique name, I want to talk about the ups and downs of having one. So yeah, so today we're gonna have 3 pros and 3 cons. So let's just get into today's video. The first pro is no one having your name. That is like the fun thing about having a unique name, is that no one has it. Like, people don't have the liberty in like talking about you. One thing I loved growing up is that even though like people would have like something, like there would be like 50 million different Emmas in the school, and so people were like, you hear about Emma last night, you know, things like that. No one can get away with talking about me because I'm the only Lysandria. So if I heard like Lysandria this, I'm turning my head. I'm like, who are you talking about? Because there is no other Lysandria in this school, so I know you talking about me. So like, no. So that's what I like also about having a unique name, is that no one has it. And like a side note, that no one literally has like the liberty in talking about you, because you can get caught. Because I guarantee you, like last year in my senior year in my math class, there was 3 different Akylys in that classroom, guys. There was 3 different Akylys. 3! Like, that's insane. Like, there was, y'all, it baffles me. I'm like, see, this is why I'm glad I don't have a name like anybody else, because I'd be in a predicament where I'd be like, okay, so we have Sydney S, Sydney B, and Sydney K. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's just, no. So I'm glad I have my own name with that. The next one is, people will never get to meet another you. I actually, fun story, like 2 years ago, like 2.5 years ago, I actually met another Lysandria on the internet. Lysandria, if you're seeing this video, hey, how have you been? I haven't spoken to the other Lysandria in so long, but it's like on a slim chance someone will ever get to meet someone with you. So in the thumbnail of this video, I have Ajoui. And if you guys don't know who any of these people are, I'm just going to break it down in a small description. So Ajoui Williams is actually a YouTuber here. Fun story, I actually met Ajoui. If you guys want a story time on that video, I'll definitely love to make a video on that. But Ajoui, she's a YouTuber and things like that. And then we have Symphonique. If you don't know who Symphonique is, if you don't know who Symphonique Miller is, her dad is Master P. A lot of people, it's crazy that they'll know Master P but won't know his children, because he does have quite a few children. But for me, growing up, it was the other way around. I knew who Symphonique was, but I didn't know who her dad was. I just knew that was Symphonique from How to Rock. You know, she made a little bit of music. I remember that was it. Like, I didn't know nothing about Symphonique. But yeah, she's the daughter of Master P. So then you have Latangela. She was actually in the show Taina. I have not finished watching Taina, but I do want to do a review on Taina and how I like the show, things like that. But that's where Latangela is from. And then Deschanel. Deschanel is actually like Instagram model, influencer on Instagram. I don't know what it was, but back in 2018, 2019, I used to like really be obsessed with Deschanel. Not like obsessive and stalk her and things like that, but I just used to love, like, every time she posted on her story or posted on her Instagram feed, I was like the first like I was there. So yeah, but that's all the girls who are in the thumbnail of this video. And of course me, I'm in the middle because it's my own video. But yeah, people will never get to meet another you. Like, you'll never get to meet another, like, come on. Do you know anybody other than Ajoui Williams? Do you know anybody else with the name Ajoui? I'm waiting. Right. Other than Symphonique Miller, you know anybody else named Symphonique? No, you don't. Like, see, this is fun. No one gets to share the same name with you, and you're your own unique person. Next, and our last pro is cool stories behind your name. So, like, let's just take, I don't know, I'm going to take my name story for example. So growing up, my name was actually, well, when I was born, and my parents found out I was a girl, my dad wanted to name me Zandria with an X, right? And Zandria with an X was going to be my name. And my mom knew, like, a little girl, like, years later that name was Zandria with an X. And I'm so glad my mom did not let my dad continue to name me that. But my name was supposed to be Zandria with an X. When, I think around the time, maybe like when my mom was like 8 months pregnant with me, I think she just switched it to Z instead. Because, I don't know why she did, but yeah. And then, when I was born, my mom was like, wait, I don't like this. Like, her name, like, I want my name to be incorporated in this child's name. So my mom's middle name actually starts with the La. So that's where the La slaps in front of Zandria comes from. And that's why my name is Lizandria. See? And then a quick story. I think I was watching one of Azzy's old videos, like, back in, like, 2018, 2019. I'm going to try to, like, sum it up. But basically, Azlea's name was supposed to be Leah. But I think her parents was like, Leah, that's too basic. And they heard something with, like, Az in front of it, I think. Y'all have to ask Azzy about this story, but I don't really remember the full story. Long story short, they were like, Leah, we got to change that. They put Az in front of it, and then bam, that's how they got Az Leah. So you see what I'm saying? It creates a cool story to tell people how your name is your name, and that's fun, you know, to tell people the cool story behind your name. How I just told you guys how my name became Lizandria. That's how that is. So yeah. So now, the cons of having a unique name. Let's get into the downs of we talked about the ups. Now we're going to get into the downs of having a unique name. So one con we have is the mispronunciation. Of course, growing up, people always call me Lizandria. Like, growing up, I would be ecstatic when teachers would say my name correctly. It would be, my soul would be jumping with joy because a teacher finally said my name correctly. I'm like, shut up. You did not just say my name correctly. And there was to the one point, like, I was in 5th grade, and this teacher, it was a substitute actually, struggled with saying my name so much, she'd rather say my middle name instead. And you guys, I also have a very unique middle name too, but I don't feel like disclosing my middle name on the internet like that. So, but just know I do also have a very unique middle name as well. My whole entire name is unique. So, whatever. But so she called my middle name out instead. I'm like, Lizandria. And also growing up as well, people wanted to minimize my name and try to call me a nickname, and I hated that. I remember one time when I was in foods class, and it was sophomore year, and some girl she asked, can we call you Liz? And I said no. And if you guys remember David, he was in like the vlog, like when I first started doing Instagram, he was in like my vlog and I was in foods. He like burped in the video. I guess I'll play the clip in here if I can find it, but that's David. We grew up together and things like that. But he was like, wow, Lizandria, did you just say that? I'm like, yeah, I just said that. Because no, my name is Lizandria, and you're going to call me Lizandria. Like, I don't have to, like, people, like, you know, to minimize my name and literally give me a nickname. And I didn't like that. So, that's why people just were like, you know, can I just call you this? Or, you know, if people just struggled with saying my name. But honestly, a lot of us who have unique names, how our names is spelt is literally how you say it. Like, if you look, like, for example, and I feel like if Symphonique was not in, like, the public eye, right, and she just grew up, her dad wasn't Master P, but her name was still just Symphonique, I have a guaranteed feeling people would struggle saying her name. But since Symphonique is she was in the public eye growing up, people knew how to say her name because, duh, like, whatever. But let's say if she wasn't, I could see so many people screwing her name up. But if you look at Symphonique's name close enough, people, you know, if anyone's name, I've noticed, if someone's name has a Z or a Q in it, people just shut down and don't know how to say the name. But basically, if you look at Symphonique's name, you'll see how, like, literally how you say it is how it's spelled. Symph, C-Y-M, Pho, P-H-O, Meek. Like, and if you look at Deschanel's name, Deschanel. Day, like D-A, then she has the apostrophe. Chanel. Like, it's literally like the brand Chanel is just an extra L and E at the end of it. If you look at Aslea's name, as Leah, like, it's not that hard. And people always struggle with saying our names because they just feel as if they, like, for real, if there's an apostrophe in the name with the capital letter, a Z or a Q, people are struggling with saying that name. And I'm like, no. Ex-con, I basically just talked about it. I mixed it in. People automatically giving you a nickname. I already just talked about that. So the next one is lazy and learning how to say it, which is just, you know, what I said as well. People will get so lazy and wanting to learn your name that people won't even, like, learn how to say your name correctly. It's like, it sucked because growing up, I really hated when, like, teachers, like, there was this one teacher I had in the 8th grade. And like, the first week of school, I kept telling him, he kept calling me Lysandria, and I said Lysandria. He's like, sorry. And the next week, like, the entire week, the first week, I kept telling him my name is Lysandria. Well, I didn't even say my own name right. Lysandria. I was like, Lysandria, Lysandria. And he still continued to call me Lysandria throughout the entire year. And I was like, you know what? I'm not even, sometimes, like, people just frustrate me so much that I really don't stand my ground and being like, no, you're gonna learn my name. This is a bonus bonus. I actually talked about this on TikTok, but if you're not following me on TikTok, click my link tree in the description and go follow me on TikTok. But basically, like I said on my TikTok, that sometimes I get nervous, like, people hear, like, growing up, people be like, especially teachers, be like, oh my gosh, that's such a pretty name, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And then sometimes I fear that one day they'll ask their children to name their future grandchildren my name, or if they're, like, not an old teacher with children yet, like, they're like a fairly young teacher, maybe like 20 something, they'll end up naming their own daughter my name. And I'm like, please don't name your child my name. Like, it's just because I feel like with me, it just takes away the uniqueness of me having my own name, you know. Like, making a name is something that is very unique, and I adore having a unique name, and I'm glad my mom named me the name I have because it's unique, you know, it's different and no one has it. And someone naming their child my name, it kind of just, it doesn't sit right with me. Like, I mean, I don't want to, like, gatekeep, focus, I don't want to, like, gatekeep my name, but then in a sense I do, because I'm like, but yeah, just if you want to see that video about me talking about unique names on my TikTok, go do that. But I really hope you guys like this video. I just wanted to get that out of the way, but I hope you guys like this video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe mainly, and I hope that you have a good day. Bye.